We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tribe Talks, our connected conversations with our members at the Natural Life Business Partnership. Today, I am with Barbara Meza, who has been with us since June of 2020. So we're going to talk a little bit about what she has going on. Hi, Barbara. Thanks for joining us.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you here too. Before we turned on the camera, we were just saying it took us a couple times to connect and get this done, but today just seems perfect.
It does.
Right? Timing is always perfect. So Barbara, I know you've been with NLP since June of 2020. So we're coming on 2 years, not quite 2 years.
Not quite 2.
How have you found the community? Have you found it supportive for you? Like, what are your thoughts about the NLBP community? If someone's watching this that's not a member.
I really enjoy the community. I'll only speak for me because it's first person. I really enjoy the community. I find the members to be very creative, interactive. I draw a lot of inspiration from many of them that I interact with. But at the root of everything, it's very professional, which is something I like because we can have a lot of friendly faces and bright conversations and all these other things going. But at the root, it's a very professional group. So it brings us right back to why we're in business, networking, solopreneur energy, and it caps all of that together.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. So tell us a little bit about the work that you do, because I think it's very specific.
It is. I will say, honestly, people tell me my work is magical. I think it's practical.
Well, that's a pretty good dovetail.
It is, isn't it? By profession, I am a certified manual lymphatic drainage, Vater trained, Chickley trained. People that know will know there are 2 different theories within that world of lymphatic work. I tend to work. No, I don't even tend to work. I do work. Let me correct myself here. With the whole person though, because I'm looking at not just what their body is telling me when they come in for sessions, but also what their life is. So when we're dealing with whatever the issue might be, and this is just like a very blanket, there's no definition here. We often look at food, we look at lifestyle practices, we look at meditation practices, sleep. We're looking at truly a holistic view. But I myself am a licensed massage therapist in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and a certified manual lymphatic drainage therapist, and drawing in craniosacral work to work on the nervous system. And then just to put the cherry on top is to say, well, I'm holistically minded. I'm really working on immune system and central nervous system.
I love that. That's a lot.
It is a lot, but there's so much play space in there that you can take scientific theory, proven facts, medically proven facts, but then working in a co-collaboration or in a collaboration with a co-creative collaboration, I should say, with the individual who is my client. There's so much room for play and investigation and creativity about what works best for them, so that it's not just cut and dried, because that can become so stiff and not very life affirming. So I'm wanting always to be bringing a lot of humor. It is. I bring a lot of humor, but then when the hands-on work, because my work is always in person versus virtual.
Yes.
When the hands-on work comes is when my people start telling me my work is magical, because they can feel the current shift. They say that in their bodies, the words that we have spoken start making sense when they can feel through the meditation that I guide them in our work, that they can feel things working. And it sounds so woo-woo, but then they come back in a week or 2 weeks and they're like, holy hell. I went home and I did this and this and this, and Barb, it makes so much sense. And it made no sense when we were talking. And Camille, I love that, because it's about planting seeds. And then when they go into real life, is those seeds taking root and coming to fruition. Otherwise, it's just language.
So explain how the like draining that lymphatic system is so different than a regular massage. So if people are just going through massages, because I think that's such an important piece.
Good redirect. Thank you. Yeah. It is. Lymphatic work is very seemingly superficial. Most of the lymphatic vessels are just beneath the skin, or can be directed by just a very faint pressure on the skin. No more than the weight of a nickel is what we're taught. Anything any deeper is actually going into fascia and muscles.
Oh, okay.
right? So then you're accessing complete different body systems that are important, but that's not what the lymphatic work is.
Gotcha.
Lymphatic is going in, it's addressing swelling, it's addressing, man, what do my people see? What do I see? Swelling, stiffness, joint pain, muscular pain, fatigue, inability to sleep, toxic headaches, indigestion, all of these things, just because the body's, yes, it covers such a base. This is the detoxification system of the body. It works with the liver, works with the kidneys, so it's not taking anything away from what those organ systems do.
Yeah.
But this is the one that comes through like our trash collectors. But it's also a grocery direct grocery delivery at the same time, because it's bringing essential fatty acids, it's bringing nutrients to the cells. But like the garbage guys that we all depend upon, it comes through and it picks up all the waste from the interstitial tissues. It's transporting immune cells, T cells and such. It's moving through here. So it's nourishing and also cleaning. And then what we experience is revitalization, headaches go away, we sleep better, digestion starts getting better, our skin tone. Some of us that notice sagging skin because we're bringing nourishment and taking garbage away, our skin starts feeling healthier, looking healthier, our eyes get brighter. These are all things I've actually seen and read in textbooks, but it's the seeing them that made a believer out of me.
Yeah.
But what people don't, or I have had people to ask me in the middle of a session, like, you're not doing anything, what's going on here? Because the work is so light. When we associate a massage, it's deep, it's manipulative, and that's wonderful if that's what we need.
Gotcha.
But the lighter work, it also helps a person drop down from in the nervous system, because the work is very methodical, as in there's slow, rhythmic, subtle pressure. The nervous system, it also starts going like, oh, this is a safe place. And it starts de-escalating. So people get off very groggy sometimes.
Is this for anyone? Like,
almost anyone.
Just be like,
almost anyone.
hey, I'm there. Like, because I'm listening to this going, wow, this sounds incredible.
Yeah, the only people that I would say no are people in their first trimester of pregnancy, where we often are very cautious anyway. People that have heart disease, like actual heart disease where there's swelling, people that have kidney disease, because in both of these cases, they're disorders of the fluid system of the body. And when we're working on the lymphatic system, we're flushing fluid, so we're causing the body to have more of attacks. It's cleaning, it's detoxing, it's clearing, but there is more of a fluid base. So if we're having organs that are compromised, you're not a candidate, or that person's not a candidate for lymph work. Maybe in a hospital setting where the doctor or the medical system is monitoring, but to come to a lay person outside, no, it's actually a contraindication. Other than that, I'm sure there's others, but those are the only two scenarios: kidney or liver, kidney or heart, or first trimester of pregnancy are the only ones that really, they're the only ones I've encountered that I've had to turn people away.
Yeah, so like I do like regular food detox programs because I have a lot of food allergies and I have some issues. So that sounds like a perfect pairing.
It is
like a detox program, like if you're trying to get rid of the inflammation or bad foods that I've put in my body, or
it is
that will just.
It's a beautiful, again, the dovetail. It's a beautiful dovetail because you're already doing things that are, knowing you, I'm sure it's not a harsh type cleanse, because those make me go like this, but the ones that we're actually nourishing our body to cleanse, so that we're getting rid of those inflammatory products or foods that don't feel so well, but we're putting foods in, whether it's herbs or deep bone broths or whatever we're taking in that are nourishing the body. That's fabulous, because what the lymph work comes out on the backside goes, oh, good, we're cleaning house. Let me help you. Let's get the garbage out so that you can continue doing what you're doing so beautifully. Let me support by moving this all, because, you know, it really is kind of hard to clean the living room when all the trash is still piled up by the front door.
Yeah. So
it gets it all out.
I'm curious, like the day after you get this, is your body excreting more toxins?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Is it noticeable?
Sometimes, sometimes, you know, because every body is in a different state.
Right.
We all think that we're healthy, but health is such a gradient, right?
Well,
so I've had people, and these are experiences that have come to me, is that they have started detoxing, like they can feel it. They've been peeing a lot, they've been pooping a lot, sound like a 2-year-old here, but these types of things, the body is actually, these are methods of flushing the waste physically from the body. Or that their sweat takes on a really funky smell for a few hours because the skin, we excrete through the skin. So go take another shower, because none of these last long.
Okay.
But we've kicked up the body excreting, and we wouldn't want to stop any of these 3 things, because why would we tell it to purge and then say, yeah, not now?
Yeah. Right.
So yes, you were still clearing, because they say the work. And again, I don't know, because it depends on a person and what condition you're in. And we all know when we do things, sometimes you'll feel the benefit short period, sometimes you'll feel it long. So it's a person by person thing. I use safely a window of 24 hours to see what's happening. My people have everything they've told me everything from they went home and slept for 12 hours to they haven't felt so energized in years, to they couldn't stop peeing for 12 hours, it felt like, which was great, because then they also noticed so much swelling left their body that they didn't even know that they were swollen. And this is not something harsh. This is not a water pill. This is truly just telling the body, all right, guys, let's pull the poison out and let's get rid of it. So this is a good thing, because they're not dehydrating their body then. I've had people that they've noticed swelling has gone away, but they lost no water, which is telling me that elsewhere in the body that they're dehydrated. So we've repositioned, we've helped the body. We haven't done anything. Yeah, that you may have one area of your organs be very, very dry, and the rest of it just stuck interstitially, so you're seeing it. But then by moving it through, as it goes through the waterways in the body, the areas that need it are going, whoa, that's for me, and they take it away. So there's no excretion, but they notice that they sleep for an hour because they're really, really tired for an hour because the body is doing heavy work. But then they get up and it's like, hey, right? Yeah, I have had people report headaches, but what is a headache but a sign of detoxing or a toxic state in most cases, right? So it's great. My answer to them is always just go have some more water, some more clear fluids, and it never lasts more than an hour or 2.
That's amazing.
And then it's really, I hope this answers you, because yes, the body is continuing to detox, but you don't know how toxic that person is to begin with. So therefore the outcome can be a little bit different, but I've never seen anything horrible other than the person that said, I just kept pooping and I didn't even know I was constipated. So, I mean, medically speaking, that's a wonderful thing, because that's right. And how many people I know there's many people in NLBP that work with food and diet. So it's like, when our people aren't excreting poison, it means that you're recirculating it. And lymph, by working heavily on the abdomen, also can be supporting all of those organs to say out. Not only you're cleaning, but let's get the trash out. It's both.
Incredible. So when someone has this done, how often can they have it done? Or is it?
Again, it's a person by person.
That much, you'd be careful.
Yeah. It's, I will say always, when a person is detoxing that much, it's really for me about take the salt baths, take showers, things that we theoretically are doing anyway. Yeah. It's just practicing good hygiene, because we want to be supporting it, continuing the dry brushing, whatever it is that we do, but keeping the hydration going in. So with that detox, that's my answer right there. Stay away from the alcohol, put the water in, and let's just keep chugging through. Or like peppermint tea or things like this that are non-caffeinated, just let them go. How often I suggest a person get them, again, I will say there's nuances to that answer. My general answer is once a month or once a quarter. For people that get regular massages, let's say people get massages every month, and there's no underlying health issue that the lymph is specifically targeting, seasonal changes every 3 months, get in there.
That's very reasonable.
It is. It's just like we theoretically, we change our clothes, we change our diet with the seasons because our bodies have different needs. Yeah. And when we're going through those seasonal changes, what we aren't considering is that our body is laboring double time too, because now it's addressing the difference in the season. We're being exposed to different pathogens, I'll use that word out there, the different molds, fungus, right, with the seasonal changes. And it's trying to adjust to actual temperature, like the needs of our body internally and the needs that are around us are shifting with the seasonal changes. So lymph goes in there and it supports. It's kind of like the nanny that comes in or the housekeeper that comes in. And I've seen it to be very, very beneficial through those shifts. What many of my long-term clients, speaking about a decade or more, have found that they really enjoy is that they vacillate between the two. I think vacillate is the right word here. 1 month they get massage, the next month they get lymph, and they keep that going on. And that's their rhythm. And their body knows that it's receiving hands-on care every month. But now we're working to address what the different things are that are needed. They need musculoskeletal, or they need immune nervous system support. And it's a beautiful, I've seen the beauty of how well that works. It's basically, I should just say.
Yeah.
I've seen them thrive with that type of diligent care. And then, sometimes we can shift it around. Sometimes they really need a massage instead of lymph work, and sometimes they need 2 months of lymph because it's cold and flu season, or it's in the middle of winter and things are really dry, but they're really feeling under the burden of health, or it's summertime and they're swelling everywhere, but they're really physically active. Lymph, we may do 2 or 3 months in a row of lymph there, really to be supporting the waterways against the swelling, because it's their natural thing to swell. In summer, what do we do?
Yeah.
But they're so physically active, they don't need the massage because they've got everything pumping through that the rest of the year they don't. And again, it's person by person, but those are my general. Monthly care, usually massage and lymph, and how they work through, unless they have health conditions, and then I address that with them differently.
Amazing. I've learned so much through this.
Oh, it's great. It's great work. I am a massage therapist because New Jersey and Pennsylvania both, we have to have a legal right to touch. And massage has so many indications, and I do a fair amount of that also. But lymph work is actually magical because it is so ridiculous. It's just, it's so light. It seems like nothing is happening. And to get the depth of the results from something when it looks like and feels like nothing is occurring, it's just mind blowing.
That's incredible.
When they say a soft touch is better. No, but seriously, like when we touch our children, we don't say we love them by doing this. We or our pet. Well, maybe, I don't know. I smack my dog's butt, but just it's really, really soft. And any words that I would use here to tell you, it might have your mind going, but there truly is no way to experience it or to understand it without like having an experience.
Yeah,
because that's the body has to say,
have an experience. Yeah, you've convinced me, so I hope you've convinced them.
I do recommend it. I do recommend it.
So, Barbara, if people want to get in touch with you, what is the best way to do that? We should mention that you're in the Doylestown area.
I am in Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
Local,
yes,
right.
I am local. The best way is through Instagram.
Okay.
At this point, I have 2 pages. One is called Hello, It's Barb.
I like that.
And hello, it's me. Hello, it's Barb. A title is as cheeky as me, as some of my clients have told me. And that's all about body work. I put up health-related information, and it's a great way to get in touch with me. I answer DMs, so if there's any questions that come up, pop on it. My other page is called Core Transitions. And that's with the belief that when we're making health affirmative changes, everything starts with small steps. And it's building, and it really is about working on in both pages, I should say. It's working about the 3 centers of our being, but understanding how it is shifting our core beliefs, our core intentions, our core reactions. So Core Transitions is my other page, working at food, diet, everything else. They dovetail, but because they're 2 distinct theories of healthcare, I keep the 2 pages separate.
Perfect.
Both of them are ways to get in touch with me, and I answer on both.
Yeah, you also answer on Facebook, so people watching this live.
I am on Facebook. I honestly you can DM me, but the honest thing is it's probably not a good place. I should say this only because I'm only on Facebook usually about once a week.
Okay.
I am on Instagram often.
All the time.
Alternately, I am Barb. It's an email address, barb.coretransitions@outlook.com.
Awesome. Love it.
And that's the same email address that's in either one of those 2 Instagram pages.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you can also find her in our business directory or reach out to me. If you can't find her, we will make sure that you get in touch.
Yay.
Yay. All right, Barb, the last part of this, 3 words that define NLBP to you.
Oh, they're the 3 that I use. Creative, inspiring, and professional.
I love
Now,
that.
talk to me this afternoon and I probably will give you different words because I have lots of beautiful words about NLBP. But those were the
Oh.
3 that came to me this morning when I
Oh, that's
sat down, get ready.
amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Well,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for this Tribe Talk. I loved hearing about your work, and I'm so glad that we can share it with everybody else.
Yes, and anybody that would love to know more about it, please do connect with me. Let's talk and let's see what magic we can make too.
Awesome. Thanks,
Yes,
Barb.
thank you. Have a great day.
You too.